instance comes with APIs and data, you can actually select an activity from the catalog then. And from this catalog, you can do searches. This will default to the city that the group is in. And you can do a search based on categories and then make a selection there. So let's go to do a search. So now we have all different activities here available. And by clicking on the pictures, you can see that it's a tour. But maybe I need to be more specific. Show me what I have in tours. So let's do a search by museum. So these are all the different museums that are available here in this destination. If I wanted, I could view more, and it would give me pictures and videos, anything about it that I would need to know to propose this to my client. I could simply add it, and when I add it, I would then customize the date for my group, when they would be going and ending, and then again, number of guests. I will just put that in here and add it. When you add it to your program, it then shows up here and shows me that these are all of the included supplies. So we have the admission. So the included supplies was the admission, but I better edit that because I just said I'm going to do 40 people. So the supply is the rental fee. So this is a flat fee. I just obviously chose something different, but that's okay. So save and continue. Here's box lunches. So let's see what's included here. So we have box lunches. So let me edit these because we have 40 people. So let me just change that to 40. I'm going to save that. And then let's do some bottled water, and maybe we should do 2 each. So we'll make that 80. And I'm going to save and continue that. So now these are the items. Now, what I didn't show you, and let's go back to that, is in this, oh, I don't want to, sorry, I picked the wrong button. So here is my cost. It's $15.75 for that gourmet box lunch. And I've marked it up 40%, so it's now $22.05. If you wanted, you could make that an even 22, save and continue. It would then adjust your markup accordingly. Or you could, in fact, change this and say my markups are 50%. I could change the markup and I could save that, and then it would, in fact, change the pricing. So once everything is in here, this is my guide, etc., I would then have everything needed to add for this proposal. The next step then would be to send these POs to the vendors for each of these items, unless I'm going to propose this first and let me get approval. Once I've got approval back from my client and a contract, then I would send these POs. In the interim, I might go to my need to order list and just call directly those suppliers and ask them to put a hold on that date for those box lunches, for that venue rental, etc. And then once you get the contract back signed and the deposit, you would then send the POs so that the vendor has that on their file. So when they give you their final invoice, they can reference the PO for that item, and all the Sarbanes-Oxley financial tracking is all there. So that was adding from a catalog. So now adding from my own, I can simply select add my own activities, and this could be a new restaurant, or maybe I found a speaker who's going to come and do some kind of inspirational exercise with the group. You would name the activity here, where it's going to be located, and you can select that from a map, again using GPS. Maybe it's at a park, when it's starting and the time, when it's ending and the time, how many attendees. I can then add pictures of the event. I can add a YouTube maybe of this person doing this with another group, etc. So you can add it that way, right on the fly. So that's the difference between selecting an activity from the catalog and adding my own activities. The next step then would be the online registration. So now, again, so I've added items to my cart through this process, either from my own or from the catalog. And then I'm going to send it to my customer for their approval. And I'm jumping ahead, but I'm going to give you that flow because that is the flow of running the business. I wouldn't send the POs to my vendors until I know for sure it's a go. And how I know it's a go is when I have a signed contract and I get payment from my customer, or at least the signed contract. Then you can send the PO, and then you will have your deposit within so many days or hours of signing that. So the next thing that I would do is, once it's signed and I've sent all the POs for approval, which are also here in my need to order list. These are all the items. So I can come here to the need to order. So from that send PO for approval, you can send them all that way, or you can come over to the need to order list and you can pick and choose which ones you want to send out and send the selected PO. You can even print it, etc. So that is here. So basically, your need to order list is everything that you had created from the add activities and supplies are in your need to order list. So you basically from sales could turn this over to operations and they could reconfirm what you preliminarily confirmed with the suppliers to make sure that all of these items do not get missed. If you use this, you will not miss every single item that was agreed upon and contracted for with your client. So going back from step one, we created the group. Step two, we added activities. Either we created them from scratch or we used the catalog, which provides data from APIs, depending on the tool that you chose. The next item would be in the Finish tab. So now I want to propose this. So this is the electronic proposal. So everything that I had created on my own or through the catalog is now going to create an electronic proposal. I'm not going to let them pay yet. Once they've approved, you could actually uncheck that block payment, and it provides a link that they'll be able to click it and pay directly online. So that may expedite the process of getting your deposit. So these allow you to show me the pictures in the proposal. Show me what the per person price is. Show me all the supplies that go along with that activity for team building. Show me what the program total is. I don't always do program total when I'm proposing different items for them to choose from, because it combines the total, so it looks like it's very expensive when in fact they're really only choosing one or two items out of the 3 or 4 that I proposed to them. So I might uncheck program total just because I don't want to scare them. I do want to show them how many people per activity that I'm proposing, and I probably want to show them what the net price is for each of those. So there are different templates. There's a PowerPoint template and an electronic version. I like the electronic version. So we look at the view. So now this is and remember in the beginning when I created this program and I said here you can upload a photo for the banner that would be on the electronic proposal, that would go here. So you know that's what's missing because I didn't upload it. So when you send this link to somebody, they will in fact get an electronic proposal. They will not get the navigation. This will be spread out because you're in the administrative section and are working this program. That's why you're seeing functionality flow. But these are how they will see it. It's a team building activity. These are the supplies. This is that museum that we added when you were looking at it with all the pictures. If it had videos, they would be there. They could click and it opens up. This is everything about it. Again, if there were supplies, they would be here. They could see a picture of that particular site. So those are the items here. And again, if I had checked the box to allow them to pay an unblocked payment, that link would be here. I wouldn't have them do that until we have already a signed contract and I want them to pay the deposit. And then I would send the proposals. Okay, so that's that. So they love everything. If they don't, you go back to the activities and supplies. You go to the event that they wanted changed, hit the edit button, and then make your changes. Now they have 45 people instead of 40. I need to make sure that my supplies match up, right? Can't have 45 people coming and only 40 lunches or 40 bottles of water. So we would change the event, then we would change the supplies, just so that we make sure that our pricing is correct, right? So again, then all they have to do is go to their e-proposal link, which was this. They would refresh it. And instead now it's 45 instead of 40. So it's really in real time. It's a fast way to get from proposal to final without having to go through, oh, I sent that yesterday at 12:35, or, you know, that's not the right version, etc. So again, now going back. So everything that we've added here creates a need to order list, or you can send them for here. So now we've gone e-proposal. They love it. They're ready to sign a contract. Here's your contract. You don't have to do anything differently. Your contract is here. You can upload client documents here. You can group particular documents. Maybe in particular they have different, a rainy day schedule that should be here. So then whoever is managing in the field can in fact go there and have that available. You can add different items here by just simply adding add. So this would be your contract terms and conditions, right? And then cut and paste those in and save them so that you can use them again. So I would add my contract terms and conditions. You might even add a signature line for them, and then they would be able to, you can generate it in PDF. I'm going to show you the preview. Here's the cover page. Here's the contract. Again, all single entry. The terms and conditions you would add, and then a signature line. So that would allow you to handle all of that, in one place. All right, so now going back to so now let's go back to this. So we know in the finish, so again, following the order, it's just following the order. Now we've gone to contract, everything's done. I'm going to go to the need to order. I'm going to make sure that the vendors do in fact have all of their purchase orders. So when they give me their final invoices, they can reflect that PO number and our records are all clear. Okay, so now we have transportation. I'm going to stop the video here and then we'll go on to that.